right. What is it? March 22nd? I believe it's March 22nd. Weekly update. This has been a great week, yo. This has been a great week. Just after getting Vanessa back and running into the fuel pump issue and then getting that figured out, it's smooth sailing again right now. Like I've got a few projects in the works with Vanessa that I need to work on. I need this back right window. I need to redo the weather stripping for it, or the weather seal for it, because one of the bolts leaks. And then my window right here, I want to change it out for a pop-out window. So there's two things, and then there's a mechanical thing that I want to fix on Vanessa. It's not major, and after that, we should be good, right? Like with things, there's a lot of work coming up with Vanessa. Honestly, there's actually 2 more things that I got to do after that. Like with Vanessa, it's a never-ending thing, you know. I mean, I would have been working on these things already, but the accident, right? You know, the accident set me back 2 months. It's insane how much that set me back. But oh well, just deal with it, keep moving. I got other things done during that time though, like working on the logos and working on the ideas, the concepts and whatnot for my logos for my podcast, and then the mic that I'm gonna start. Now that I've hit the roadblock, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get it all done this year. So it's kind of lame, but it's okay. You know, I have time. But so one of the things I'm just happy about is just having Vanessa back. Honestly, that's what I'm most happy about. And this last week, it's been great. I gave myself goals for this week, like that little book. If you saw my weekly update, like after the New Year's, I wrote down, you know, I was like, oh, I'm gonna write down my goals like every week of like, all right, gotta get this done. And again, Vanessa being in the shop set me back on keeping up to date with all that. But now that I got her back, wrote my goals for this week, and I got all of them done. There's still one more technically that I need to finish, but between today and tomorrow, I'm totally gonna finish it. Like absolutely, there's no way I'm not gonna make it. So I met every single one of them. You know, I inspected Vanessa, just checked her out for any stuff, any potential things that I may need to fix, which led to the minor mechanical thing that I'm going to fix later. That's just not major right now. It led to me, you know, changing out the bulbs in Vanessa's dashboard, because a few of them were going out. So just changed them all out for LEDs. Now my dashboard's like really bright. I need to change out a few more bulbs, but they were a different size. So just find the corresponding bulb, change those out. We'll be good there. I updated my flashcards. I got flashcards right here for work. You know, these are my flashcards for work, and just updating them with what's currently on the menu, with the ingredients for those items and whatnot, so I can talk about them when I drop them off at a table. And then got that done. Same with the wines for work, got that done. I've worked out 4 days this week, which I'm really happy about. Like, I hadn't been working out, honestly, maybe almost like a month, inconsistently, like a day or 2 a week at best. And part of that was just I didn't have Vanessa. Like, all of my workout clothes is in here, all of my regular day clothes is in here. And when you're just living out of a bag, out of like a duffel bag, you know, for 3 weeks to close to a month. It was a month. For a month, you know, I didn't want to come to Vanessa to get the clothes, only to like have to go back, then to have to come back and put it. But, you know, that was only after like 2.5 weeks because I thought the whole thing was only going to take like 2 weeks. But it ended up taking a month, right? So by the time, we're like 2.5 weeks in, it's just how much longer is this going to take? And it just was a headache. It's just life. It's just life being life. So didn't work out as much as I would have liked. I still went on walks around my neighborhood, but I mean, it's not exactly the same. So getting back in the gym 4 days a week this last week, 4 days this last week was great. I've been in a really, really good mood as of late. You know, bought groceries. My fridge is full of food. I ate last night. I ate yesterday morning. You know, getting stuff done, reading the Bible, doing fun, silly things. So yeah, it's one of those things where, not even one of those things, it's one of those weeks where it just, everything's been good. Like, everything's been good. It's been a good week. Doing open mics, I did I do any Sunday? I don't think I did any Sunday. No, I didn't do any Sunday. Why didn't I do any Sunday? I don't remember why. That's right. Sunday I went out to a mic. Last week was a long week. I worked Wednesday through Sunday with a double on Sunday. And by the end of Sunday, I was really, really tired. Not just because of the work or because of the double, but because I also was up later the night before than I wanted to be, because I dropped off one of my coworkers, so drop him off, drive to my church, park outside of church, and then go to church Sunday morning because I knew I had that double. So if I didn't go to church at 8 o'clock in the morning, I wasn't going to be able to make it. And so that's what I did. And I didn't get as much sleep. I worked, 5 days in a row? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 5 days in a row with a double on Sunday. And then at the end of the day, I'm tired, worn out. It was a busy Sunday too, so I was running around, sweating. And then Sunday night, open mic. I went to the open mic. And when I was there, I was just like, I was tired. I'd gone to open mics before being tired, and I've sat down and waited for my spot and fallen asleep while waiting. That's happened before several times. It's nothing new. So I was like, it's probably going to happen again, whatever. But what was funny was that there was another comic that just was passing by, and I kind of told him that, like, basically give him a rundown of like being tired that day. But I'm like, but I'm here and I'm going to, still do this mic. And he made a comment that he said, what? He said something like, I think it's an error. He didn't, I'm going to paraphrase, but he's like, I think it's an error to prioritize stage time over writing in the beginning. Right. And so I kind of thought about that, and I was just like, yeah, there's some truth to that. So again, because Vanessa was in the shop, I didn't have my my joke journal where I write all my jokes and everything in that I take on stage to, like, just as a reference. But so every time I went on stage while Vanessa was in the shop, I was just doing the same material, right? And just kind of just talking to the audience and just being in the moment. I did a lot of crowd work during those sets, those weeks, and it was cool. It was fun. It was a different process. It was a different way of doing things. And I actually found myself getting very comfortable at just being with the audience, right? And learning when the audience is talkative, but then when the audience is just listening, and you just got to give them jokes. And on those nights, it was actually the nights that I struggled, because it's just like I'm still doing the same material. I haven't really sat down and written anything. And I could write stuff on my computer, but it's not the same for me. It really isn't. It really isn't. It doesn't stick. It doesn't stick in my brain, and I don't know why. And I can't use my phone. Like, I can, and I have, but it's not the same. I've done it both ways, and everybody's different, obviously. I've tried referencing jokes on my phone, and then I've tried referencing jokes that I've written down on paper. And when I write them down on paper, they stick. I just recall it better. I really do. And the way I've heard it explained, and it makes sense, is that when you write something down, you're activating a lot more of your brain than you are when you're typing something out. And human beings, if I'm not mistaken, we've been writing for I think 6,000 years, so we've been writing for way longer than we've been typing. So it kind of makes sense to me that we have a proclivity for writing. But yeah, writing stimulates your vision because you're watching yourself write. Your motor skills because you're using your hand, which also uses your brain. You're thinking of what you're going to write as you're writing it. And then you can even go so far as to say that you're also listening to the pen on the paper, right? And then there's the tangible feeling of you're putting ink to paper. You're not typing out letters in bytes of data on a memory card, So there's more tangibility to it, and because of that, it activates more of your brain, and as a result, you remember things better when you write them down. And so I can attest to that. Is honestly, I really don't write anything on the keyboard, joke wise, anything comedy wise. I don't write it. I don't type it out. I used to, and I'll take a note here and there, just a quick note, if I don't have paper on me, or if I have my phone and I just want to, maybe it's a punchline, or maybe it's just an idea. But when I'm gonna sit down and write jokes, it's in my journal and it's with pen and paper. And so not having that for those 2 weeks or for that month, I just didn't do it. And I didn't want to do it on my phone. I just didn't want to do it on my phone or my computer, because I know what that process is like for me, and it's a struggle. It really is. It's so much of a struggle that it actually hinders my progress. It really does. It really does. Because I'm looking at my phone and I'm trying to recall it, and I'm stumbling through my words, and it gets awkward, and I feel the mood of the room change because they can see I'm struggling, and it's awkward, and it's not good. It's not good. I don't like it. I don't like it. It doesn't work. It doesn't work for me. So couldn't do it. Didn't do it. And as a result, I just went on stage and I just was myself, and I just went through the same material that I had thought through. And so then that Sunday, after that comic had said, I think it's a mistake. That's what he said. I think it's a mistake to prioritize stage time over writing in the beginning. Got me thinking. I'm just yeah, I haven't written in a month. I've just been doing the same jokes. And so after that, I left. I didn't even do a set. I just left because I was just I know I'm dedicated to this. I'm doing all this. There's no doubt in my mind that this is what I'm dedicated to. But I also know that I'm really tired. It's been a long week. It's been a long day. And I'm going to wait to go on stage really late with material that I haven't really worked on in a while, to just be in the moment with a crowd when I already know that I can do that. And I've done it not even several times. I did it for several weeks. And what I really need to do now is get back to writing. That's what I really need to do. I need to take the material. I need to take the interactions that I've had with the audience, and I need to write my thoughts and write out some more jokes and stuff. And so I did that. I did that this last week. Sat down and I wrote everything. I wrote out blurbs, just paragraphs on my thoughts on different things. Went on stage, referenced those thoughts, and just as I did before, just talking to the audience, just talked to them about my thoughts on different things. Got some laughs on a few of them, kept those, and then expanded my thoughts on those. I just picked two. So now I have two sets. One of them I did a few times. It's got a few. It's kind of there, maybe not. I mean, it still needs a lot more work, but I think it has potential. And then the other one, I don't know if it's funny or if it's just a really, really hot take that everyone clues in and like, or cues in and just like, all right, we're going to listen to what he has to say about this. It's about men and women. I mean, but anytime you bring up like the differences between men and women, I've observed everybody quiets down. You're like, oh, what is this guy about to say, you know, or what is this girl about to say about men and women, you know, because it's such a generalized, you can make such broad generalizations that you can either make everybody mad or make everybody laugh, but it's really hard to find the line between the two. It seems easy. Really good comics make it look easy. It's not easy. It's not easy because they had to arrive at that really solid in the middle point where men and women will both laugh. And then there's presenting it, performing it, and then being confident in it. It takes a lot of time, for sure. But so, yeah, I have those two sets. I wrote those out. I wrote twice this week, so I'm really happy about that. And all that to summarize, just it's been a great week, man. It's been a great week. So yeah, I'm in a good mood. I'm in a really good mood. You may already notice I forgot to mention it, but my lights are actually yellow right now. I'm doing that because when I use the white light, all the blue of the walls and everything really offsets the color of the video. So I'm trying out the yellow light just to see how it looks. I kind of like the way it looks on camera. I kind of like the way it looks in here as well. But we'll see what it looks like when I actually post it and everything. But I don't know, just felt like mentioning that. If whoever's watching this, if you've watched other updates as well and you noticed the color change as well, just to, you know, put that out there. That's why I did that. Because I mean, not many people watch these, and why not, you know? I'll try out other colors maybe. But that's really it. That's it. It's been a great week for me. It's been a damn good week for me, honestly. I could talk about a few other things, but they're kind of minor. They're not super important. There's one big thing I could talk about, but I don't want to get ahead of myself on that, so there's nothing to report there. But otherwise, that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you want to. I'd appreciate it. You know, I am trying to make this a thing, right? Well, I'm trying to make my life into a thing to make money, obviously. The weekly updates, I don't know. I like them. I like doing them. And I've stuck to it. I don't really tell anybody about them, though. You know, I kind of do them for myself. But I gotta also admit, there are some people who do watch them. It's not me. I don't watch them. I'm not putting in those 4 to 7 views a week. That's not me. But, oh well, like and subscribe. You know, it'd be cool. Otherwise, thank you very much and God bless. Have a good day.